Let me do a sound check real quick and get that over with so I can concentrate here on what we're doing. Make sure we can hear. Okay, yes. Yes, okay. All right, I'm back. So, yeah, we're still knocking out of the ballpark with average sales. We're like 143 per day, 143 per day. And that's a lot of sales, a lot of sales. And I look at last year and we were, what, $350,000 was the median price. And we were only doing, well, we were doing 128, which wasn't bad. Of course, wasn't bad. And when you look at the average for 2020, it was 99, and that was due to COVID. This year, we're at 142, which that is good. And this month, we're at 143. Thanksgiving's probably going to alter that a little bit. So it may dip down a little bit because of the holiday weekend. And what a wonderful holiday weekend. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then there's Cyber Monday. We do work on Cyber Monday, but Cyber Monday is when a lot of people get on that internet and go crazy. Yeah, a lot of sales, a lot of good things going on. Anyway, we listed 96 homes yesterday, yay, and we put 126 under contract, and we closed 86. So we actually sold. Hi, Debbie from Advantage Realty. Good to see you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, my shows have gone now till where they're at 9:10. It's just, and here's the reason. I walk and do my exercise every morning, and I go outside, and it's dark, so I can't go out quite as early as I used to. So anyway, it's causing me to be delayed a little bit on my show to 9:10. But you know what? This time of year, we're talking about our business plan and things like that. So 20 minutes is enough of me, I'm sure. We have 28 days of inventory, and we closed, like I said, 86 yesterday. Listed 96, of which 75 are single family homes. Now, of the 75 single family homes that we listed yesterday, 33 of them were 400,000 and under, our sweet spot. And that gives us 720 homes in the price range of 400 and under. So that's really cool. That is 25% of the single family homes that are listed. And 500 of those are $1 million plus homes. So don't forget that. And we also like to mention, so I talked about yesterday in our great class. Jimmy had a wonderful class on ethics yesterday. Ethics is a tough topic because it's very, it's everybody's ethics are different. But in real estate, you can cross that line without even realizing it. So it's really a class that you should definitely take. And we'll have it again. I think in January we're having it again. Don't have my schedule handy, but yeah, we do that. We try to do that class at least once every 6 weeks because it is so critical to our business. Let's see here. We were talking yesterday about the non-owner occupied, the rentals, and how you convert renters into buyers. And we did that also in the class. At lunchtime, I did. After lunch, I did what I showed you all yesterday. Because if you look here, 45 homes that are selling every day are to non-owner occupied, and those are single family homes that go up for rent. These are single families. These aren't condos or townhomes. These are single family homes. So, that's a nice number because 139 people are moving here every month. So yesterday we did this. And we showed you now, we picked a $600,000 home just because it is impactful, and I will do one. I said I would do one for 400 and 450. I think I'm going to do it at, and I'll do the same numbers. They're not quite as impactful as the $193,000 worth of equity, but we will do that for you and post it. This one's posted already in the group. It just doesn't say 600,000. I think I might have changed that. I'm not sure, but I'll double check. Okay, so what are we going to talk about today? What are we going to talk about today? Well, we're going to talk about, again, our business plan, our 3 legs of our business. And we're just going to review this briefly. Sales and marketing is the most important part of your business. And like I said yesterday in class, I mean, how many calls are you making? How many appointments are you getting? You need to be making phone calls and setting appointments. That's sales and marketing. And so the back end of that is, are you sending out materials? Are you sending out emails? Are you sending out printed materials? What exactly are you doing so that you have something to talk about? The number one question that's asked on Google when it comes to real estate is there a bubble? And I'll repost, I'll make a note, I'll repost that today so you can download that as well with the stats, because everybody wants to know what's going on with real estate, right? And so I'll do the bubble. I'm making myself a note here. I'll do the bubble again and post it up there so you can download it, and I'll put the picture of it as well. So definitions of marketing is promotion. And you've heard me say this. Barnum and Bailey said, you know what happens when you don't promote? Nothing. And then advertising. You can advertise on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Google. You can do pay-per-clicks, all those types of things. And then, of course, networking and lead generation for your business. Now, when they say lead generation, I don't mean buying leads. I mean having a farm and getting qualified opportunities. That's what a farm gives you. Do not pay for leads, please, please. You're just shooting in the dark here. And a lot of them, they sell these leads to many people, not just you. So it's, to me, a waste of money. It's a waste of time, and it gives you a false sense of hope. I'm not saying none of them don't, but the percentage of what you're spending in that leads and the amount of time you're taking following up with people that probably are not going to buy from you, when you could be actively going out to your farm and doing pop-bys and things like that, making phone calls, getting their email addresses. That's really what you need to be doing. Anyway, I don't like the word lead generation or the phrase. Then sales, that's the daily focus on turning your potential business into customers and generating more business from your existing customers. So that's why you have to have a farm. You have to start getting more qualified opportunities. And it's when a listing goes up in the neighborhood that you farm, and let's say it's not your listing, or even if it is, go 5 to the left, 5 to the right, and 5 across the street, and send them a CMA of their house. And you can put in, we have a nice letter for you to put in there. And you just say, to get a definite price, I'd love to see the amenities that you have, perhaps what you've done to your backyard, and give you, a more definite sales price in this market that we have. And don't call it a crazy market. It's not a crazy market. It is a market that is going to slow down. We will see it. We will see it, I believe, in the price. The prices are not going to continue to go crazy. So that's why it's not a crazy market. Is it a fast-moving market? Yes, it is. And that's something, that it's good to let people know. If you put your house on the market, we'll probably get offers within 2 weeks. And if we don't, then if the house isn't selling, the price isn't compelling. Just remember that. So that's something that you can tell your sellers. And if we're getting showings and no offers, it's the pricing. So anyway, and the pricing is going to come down a little bit, and it's not going to continue to go up so fast. All right. So customer service. What is it? It's the creation and production and fulfillment of your product or service to your customers. So, this also includes your logistics, like your operations and your administration of your business, how you answer the phone, if you have a concierge or a transaction coordinator or an assistant, that becomes, the face of your business. Is that, hi, this is Tracy of the All Brand team. How can I help you? The enthusiasm and the customer service I mean, Nikki has a great way of answering the phone, and you just want to talk to her. And so does Tracy. You just want to talk to somebody when they welcome you, and you need to practice that. And then we talked about financial management, and financial management is so important. And I made a couple slides here today. Let me go back here to this one. I know we've gone over this. This is Buffini's 1-year business goals. And this is, you would say, this is November 23rd, 2021. And optimally, what do I want my business and life to look like? And then you talk about what you want it to look like in 2022. And you can basically, like, let me think. You could say, I want to have another farm. I want to start doing pop buys. I have built out my marketing calendar for the coming year. So make that, something that you put up there. I have increased my listing inventory by 25%. I have paid off my credit cards. Oh, yes. I have hosted a client party and I got a coach. And I really, I like Tom Ferry's coaching. I like Buffini's coaching. Perhaps your broker can be a great coach. I know Karen Cachero over there at Advantage. She's a great coach. Jimmy Dagg's a great coach. I try to be a great coach. And John tries to be a great coach because we're here for you. We show up every day and we're not competing. John gets referrals and he does farm the neighborhood he lives in. But other than that, he's not a competing broker. He's not out there, trying to get your business. And some brokers are in a position where they have to sell because their brokerage doesn't make enough money. But for the most part, people in this town do really well, the brokers. What else did I want to tell you about? So you do your 1-year business goal. And then what I want you to do is do your 3-month business goal. So say in the next 3 months, I'm going to mail something of value to my database every month. And who's your database? Your farm and your past customers, your sphere of influence, your friends, your family. And you're going to mail them an item of value every month. And then you're going to pop by my entire database. So if you have, that depends on how big your database is. I know, I get that. But if you do the Buffini system, you have A+ clients and you have A clients, and those are people, the A+ people have given you referrals, and the A people probably will give you a referral. And perhaps those are the people that you need to pop by. And then you write a note to your entire database. Again, depending on how many people, but you should be writing 5 to 10 notes a day, personal notes, just reaching out to say hi. And then you should call all your A and A+ clients. It's the holidays. What a great time. Hey, happy Thanksgiving. Hope everything is good. Oh, by the way, if you have a friend or family member who's interested in buying or selling real estate, please refer them to me. I would love your referrals. And that's how easy that is. And that took me like all of a minute maybe to say. And then house the family, and you can, get into what they're doing for the holidays and things like that. So, yeah. Let me just switch up something here. Change my lighting just a little bit. Yes. And yeah, get rid of the crawler. I had the wrong crawler on. Okay, so that's 3 months. I mean, so these are great 3 months to do these things because it's holiday time and you have reasons. Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, you have New Year's, and a great time to get in touch with people because, hey, it's the holidays and you don't need a reason because you've got one, right? You don't need to get inside that brain of yours and figure out, oh, it's March. What am I going to say, right? So this is a good time to get into that rhythm. And that's your 3-month business goals, okay? And then here's one I really like. I like my 10-day business goals. I'm going to catch up on all my action steps. Now, if you watched, let's see, Monday 2 weeks ago, we did the financial part of setting up your business for 2022. Go back and watch that again and figure out, based on the number of contacts you make, how much money you're going to make, but you reverse engineer it. You say, I want to make $440,000. which means I'm going to net 300, which means I have to make these many contacts so that I can have these many closings and I can reach my goals. And so we reverse engineered it. We gave you a formula so you can use the formula and create your goal, your business goals for 2022. And so you can catch up on those action steps to put things in place so that you can get a head start and start the year off, with maybe some business already in escrow. That would be great, or new listings that are coming on the market. Completely sort and organize your database. And what that means is A pluses, A's, B's, C's, the D's you just delete. So you only want to concentrate and spend your time, money, and effort on people who are either going to have the possibility of giving you business, like a farm, that you don't know them necessarily personally yet, as well as you want to and will at some point. And then you have the people that, your friends and your relatives in your sphere. Those are people that are very easy to, I would put those maybe in the B category. And keep my farm in the C category, my friends and family in the B, my past clients A, and then the people that give me referrals, A pluses. And it's not that difficult. And maybe you start out with 10 people, maybe you start out with 20, maybe you start out with 100, whatever it is, just begin, just get it going. And then number 3, use the mirror campaign. Oh, by the way, every day, you should say that every day. And then practice listing or buyer presentations for 15 minutes every day. And we gave you, again, if you go back into, I've got some Tom Ferry videos that I showed you and they role played a couple weeks ago. Really, really good stuff. And even yesterday we did the role play with the 5 years and the 60 months, the rent versus buy, and role play that. And I kind of went over it yesterday a little bit with you to give you some ideas, and you put your own personality into it, of course. But call these tenants, and you can use Remind to find out who the non-owner occupied people are. Or what I was saying yesterday in class, you can go into the MLS, you can go under rentals, and when it says leased, you can say, 180 to the last 180 days or the last 360 days, go back a whole year, because those people are tenants and they're living at that address, and you can send them some stuff or pop by even because you've got their address, and you can maybe start a conversation about getting them qualified, seeing how their credit might be, but start the conversation about them buying and investing in their future. And that what a great thing to show them. So anyway, that's what you need to do. And you need to rate yourself. So give yourself, this month and next month, you only have 40 some days, and just rate yourself. Give yourself a 10. If you're someone who's focused on generating a customer every day, then you're a 10. This doesn't mean that you spend every hour of your workday looking for the next customer. But it means, however, is that you dedicate your time every day for qualified opportunities and customer acquisition. That's your focus, is constantly promoting yourself somehow, some way. And then rate yourself from 1 to 10. And you can do this based on how many appointments you make. Like if you make 20 appointments, you're a 10, right? In a month. Because of 20 working days, you make 20 appointments, you're a 10. Figure out what your 10 is, though, because everybody has different goals. Again, go back to, the goals that you want. And then you put your rating based on how well you're doing with the goals that you're trying to achieve. And conversations turn into appointments, turn into listings and sales. And so see how you can rate yourself on how many calls you're making, how many pop-bys you're doing, how many cards you're writing, all those things, and how you're reaching out and emailing your database, and all those things that go into contacts. Sales is a contact sport. We say that all the time. And so you can figure out whether you're a 10, a 5, a 2, and try to be honest. In fact, if you think you may need to make 230 contacts a month, take that number, because you want to make 400,000 a year. Take the 200, let's say, round it up, and say, if I only make 50, I'm a 3. If I make 100, I'm a 5. If I make 150, I'm a 7. If I make 200, I'm a 10. So then pre-rate yourself so that you know where you're falling, and then every month you should fill one of these out and see if you're progressing. You have to have accountability to yourself at some point. You have to that's why we want you to do the business plan. That's a form of accountability. And then we break it down to how many contacts you have to make every month, because that's accountability. And then we break it down into, okay, I made 200 contacts. How many listing appointments, how many listings did I get? How many escrows did I have? And you'll see your progress over time. And then, you want to make more money, you have to do more things, or you have to do things better. You have to role play perhaps with people. Maybe, you're timid about that. And I get it. But you know what we say, uncomfortable becomes comfortable with practice and action. And then on customer service, rate yourself as well. And you're a 10 in customer service if your customers are delighted that you're buying them, and because you're buying them gifts and you're writing them notes of appreciation, and you're more concerned about their experience than they are, and you're committed to not only meeting expectations but exceeding them. Then they become advocates for your business. And so while it's difficult to be objective about customer service that you provide, the ultimate gauge is a percentage of your customers that promote your business. If 30% of your business comes from repeat business, you might give yourself a 3. If it's 50%, award yourself a 5, and so on. But these two things you need to rate, because these will hold you accountable and make you realize that maybe something has to change if you're not meeting your goals. Well, that's it for today, everybody. I just can't wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving warmly enough, and with such gratitude. I am so grateful that you watch me, that you're learning, and that you're helping our industry become stronger and better. And we are going to just continue to knock it out of the ballpark with our numbers. Next year is going to be a fantastic year, so show up with your best game. I love you all. I will see you tomorrow, and we'll continue to talk about what we can do to make 2022